This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our college football pick show here. This will be week 6, part 1. We'll have 5 games for you here on this video. There are 50 games, FBS versus FBS this week, and we're going to do them in parts. We'll get them all the way done through the end of the week, so we'll have all 50 for you here. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have lots of free picks over our channel, delivered by myself as well as the team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com. It's a great channel to subscribe to with lots of great content. And, of course, we go live every day, 9:30 a.m. each time. It is the Tony X Morning Show. The cappers join me, too. So, guys, check out the live show. Interact with us in the chat. And then also give us a like and thumbs up on this video. You really help us build our audience. Greatly appreciate that. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the link to the hot cappers. We see them up there. Guys like Sean Higgs, guys like Rod. Yours truly up there as well. Brian Biller on the top of the leaderboard last 3 days, last 7 days. He's been red hot. So as El Ninos, Ron Crawford, guys you know from our live shows, as well as a YouTube video. Brian Palmer in there as well. Latest premium picks here to the page with best bets and more will be locked and loaded for this card this week. And remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. Amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. And then our promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15%. The link's in the description to get signed up. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. I got Air Force and Navy for Saturday. All right, here we've got the Air Force falling to 1-3 after their 44-35 home defeat to Hawaii. The Falcons rushed for 216 yards for 6.5 yards a carry and moved the football through the air. They limited the Warriors on the ground, but allowed 457 yards passing for 9.5 yards per pass attempt. Josh Johnson missed the game. There it was Liam Zarka going 10 of 12 for 278 yards with 3 touchdowns and a pick. He rushed for 139 yards. Navy 4-0, a 21-13 home victory against Rice. The midshipmen rushed for 283 yards for 5.9 yards a carry and were efficient passing. They limited the Rice on the ground and allowed only 5.4 yards per pass attempt. Blake Horvath, 8 of 13 passing for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. They played to under a total of 50 in 5 straight meetings. Each team plays a triple option and knows how to defend by seeing it in practice every week. Navy at home allowing 2.6 yards per rush. The pick here will be Air Force and Navy under 50. Boston College and Pittsburgh, this one for Saturday. BC fell to 1-3 after their 28-24 home defeat to California. The Golden Eagles rushed for 178 yards for 8.5 yards a carry and were poor in the passing game. They limited Cal on the ground but allowed 254 yards passing for 7.5 yards per pass attempt. Dylan Longren, 21 of 37 passing for 197 yards and 2 picks. He had a rushing touchdown. Pitt now drops to 2-2, a 34-27 home defeat to Louisville. The Panthers rushed for only 80 yards and moved the football through the air. They limited the Cardinals to under 2 yards a carry but gave up 339 yards passing for 6.6 yards per pass attempt. Eli Holstein, 14 of 26 passing for 228 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. 2 straight losses in conference for the Panthers that they have allowed 31 points or greater in each game. BC has had success rushing the football, 5.3 yards a carry and averaging 265 yards passing per game. Pittsburgh in conference has struggled running the football and with quarterback accuracy. Pick here, Boston College plus 6.5. Clemson and North Carolina, this one here for Saturday. Clemson fell to 1-3 after their 34-21 home defeat to Syracuse. Tigers rushed for 140 yards for 6.5 yards a carry and were inefficient in the passing game. They allowed 155 yards rushing to the Orange for 4.1 yards a carry and 7.1 yards per pass attempt. Cade Klubnik, 37 of 60 for 363 yards with 3 touchdowns and a pick. North Carolina sits at 2-2, a 34-9 road defeat at UCF. Tar Heels produced poor results offensively in the run and pass. They surrendered 134 yards rushing for 3.9 yards a carry with 223 passing yards for 7 yards per pass attempt. Gio Lopez, 11 of 14 passing for 87 yards and 2 picks. North Carolina has been pounded in both of their games against Power 5 conference schools, losing by 34 at home to TCU and at UCF by 25. Clemson defense is allowing 3.5 yards per run and moving the football through the air for 249 yards a game. North Carolina is getting poor work at quarterback and on defense give up 69% completions. They have looked overmatched in talent and in their losses against the Power 5 schools. The Tigers 3-0 to the spread on the road, following a home loss. North Carolina 0-3 to the spread as a road underdog. Pick here will be Clemson -14. Ohio and Ball State for Saturday. Ohio is 3-2 after their 34-20 home victory against Bowling Green. The Bobcats rushed for 231 yards for 5.9 yards a carry and were effective in the passing game. They allowed 180 yards rushing to Falcons for 5 yards a carry and limit them, though, in the passing game. Parker Navarro, 17-25 passes for 208 yards with 2 touchdowns and a pick. He rushed for 66 yards and 2 scores. Ball State 1-3 after a 31-25 road defeat to UConn. The Cardinals rushed for 176 yards for 7 yards to carry and moved the football through the air. They surrendered 217 rushing yards for 5.9 yards to carry and 6 yards per pass attempt. Kyle Kelly in the game, 17-24 passes for 209 yards with a touchdown and a pick. Ohio defensively this season is allowing 5 yards per rush with 68% completion rate for 8.7 yards per pass attempt. Ball State getting accurate quarterback play and rushing for just over 4 yards to carry. The Bobcats allowed 35 points at home to FCS Gardner-Webb in a field cover, but won the game at home. The Cardinals 10-2 the spread at home. We're going to take the points here, take the plus here with Ball State. Army and UAB going off here on Saturday. Army 1-3 after their 28-6 road defeat to East Carolina. The Black Knights rushed for 242 yards for 4.6 yards a carry, and they passed poorly. Defensively, they allowed 3.6 yards a carry, but 251 yards passing for 11.5 yards per pass attempt. Dwayne Coleman, 5-9 passing for 36 yards. He rushed for 51 yards and a touchdown. UAB 2-2 after their 56-24 road defeat in Tennessee. The Blazers rushed for just over 1 yard a carry and moved the football through the air. They allowed 510 yards to the Volunteers with poor performance against the run and pass. Jalen Kitna, 38-51 passing for 364 yards with 2 touchdowns and a pick. UAB faced a triple option team in Navy and lost 38-24 on the road. Army is running for 4.5 yards a carry, with the Blazers allowing 223 yards rushed per game with 5 yards per attempt. The Black Knights are 6-1 to the spread on the road on field turf. UAB 2-5 the spread as a home underdog. Pick here will be Army -7. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel, delivered by myself as well as our team of cappers here at TonySpace.com, making this a great channel to subscribe to. Give us a like, a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience. And of course, visit our site, TonySpace.com, for best bets. Our premium plays are there. And remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15%. That's going to do it for now. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.